We will better understand the extent of the damage as the day progresses. And you have people that are out there assessing damage right now. First responders have been working all through the night to help people who are in distress. And what we can say is the storm was significant, but thankfully this was not the worst case scenario.
That's Florida Governor Ron DeSantis just moments ago discussing the damage left behind by Hurricane Milton overnight. The sun is now up across Florida, and crews are out assessing that damage. Welcome to the fourth hour of Morning Joe. 6 a.m. on the West Coast as you wake up, 9 a.m. here in the East. There are water rescues currently underway in several parts of Florida following Hurricane Milton. Overnight, Orange County firefighters were seen wading through water caused by heavy flooding as they checked on residents there. Rescue operations also going on in Orlando, where emergency services using boats to save residents trapped in those floodwaters. At this hour, at least 4 people are dead in St. Lucie County as a result of the storm. Several dangerous tornadoes destroying an estimated 125 homes. Milton also ripped off roofs of buildings, blew a crane into another, and downed trees and power lines. At this hour, more than 3 million homes and businesses remain without power across the state of Florida. Let's go right to Fort Myers, Florida, where we find NBC News correspondent Sam Brock. Sam, good morning. What are you seeing there?
Willie, good morning. Look, a lot of what you were just saying very apropos to what we're looking at the ground. And I should add here in Fort Myers, like many other communities, we're just waking up and seeing this for the first time. So the totality, not fully understood yet. But this was not, I mean, there's so many dimensions to this storm, Hurricane Milton. This was not storm surge. It was not necessarily wind damage here. Tornadoes, at least one reported right near where I'm standing. And you're looking at some of the homes. This one, the roof was partially ripped off. We spoke with the gentleman living inside. He was in his den at the time, Willie. Half of that just sheared right off. And if you follow me down, you'll see there's this giant piece of what looks like covering or some type of a business here and a piece of his roof just underneath that, indicative of the fact that it might have been whirled around in that tornado and torn the roof physically off. It's hardly the only building here either that sustained that kind of damage. Follow me across the street for a second as we look at people clearing branches out of their homes. And over here, this roof too, also damaged. The gentleman that lives here told us that he was actually taking a nap at the time. His daughter started screaming, "Daddy, Daddy." And the second that he woke up, he found this, portions of the roof submerged inside of his house. Thankfully, everybody is okay. Willie, in your introduction, you mentioned the 4 confirmed fatalities. That's St. Lucie County. We're talking about the other side of the state, Fort Pierce. What appears to be a very destructive tornado striking there with the 4 confirmed fatalities, but the potential for significantly more. We're waiting to get more information on that. More tornadoes in this area as well, these apparent tornadoes, North Fort Myers. There's a golf community there. Drone video out this morning showing just blocks and blocks of roofs just ripped off. And that's just the tornado side of things. Let's run through some of the other elements. Earlier, Governor DeSantis, about 20 or 30 minutes ago, described those 48 rescues. There's just so many crews out right now, 6,500 National Guardsmen, supplemented by another 3,000 from around the country, performing rescues, surveying the damage, trying to reach hard-to-reach communities, barrier islands like Matt Lachey, for example, connecting Pine Island out here, Sanibel Island, Fort Myers Beach. If those sound familiar, those were the areas that were just absolutely decimated during Hurricane Ian a couple of years ago. The National Guardsmen have been deployed. At this hour, it seems like they are accessible. That's our next stop to try to see whether or not those communities have been cut off or if everyone is getting back and forth. All signs for the time being seem to point that people are being able to be transported. Some of the other highlights right now, Tampa's Mayor Jane Castor speaking with NBC News a little while ago and describing, 500,000 people with no power this morning, widespread power outages, downed trees everywhere, but no loss of life that she was aware of at the time, whether that is dodging a bullet or just incredibly good planning in terms of evacuating people, probably a combination of both. Governor DeSantis did speak to the fact that there are some 80,000 people that were in shelters. That's a massive number. I mean, you're talking about a quarter of the state population of Florida that was asked to leave their home, mandatory evacuation. Many of them heeding the warnings, and just incredible visuals from the area as well. We're talking about Pinellas County, which is where you have St. Petersburg, and just the Tropicana Fields roof ripped right off, where you had 10,000 people that were supposed to be staged there for storm assistance, and instead now there's no cover. I mean, it's visually stunning. That crane as well coming down in St. Petersburg. So damage all over the region. But again, only 4 confirmed fatalities at this point. That, I guess, is the silver lining right now, but that is a number you would have to think is going to go up. Lastly, 3.4 million at last check customers with no power at the moment. 600,000 restorations so far, according to the governor. But 3.4 million customers. I mean, that is probably in the range of 6 or 7 million people with no power. 50,000 plus linemen are out there right now trying to do what they can. Obviously, some of this infrastructure is going to be so damaged that it's not going to be a quick fix and just restoring a line. But the process, at least, is underway. And we're going to be exploring this whole area to find what else we can see in the hours to come, Willie.
Yeah, Governor DeSantis saying just a few minutes ago, it does appear that the worst case scenario did not visit Florida, but that doesn't mean, as you point out, there's not a lot of destruction, a lot of people living without power, and a long cleanup ahead. NBC's Sam Brock live for us in Fort Myers, Florida. Sam, thanks so much.